I can see there's some mixed emotions about the thought of creating a storyboard. Some of you seem really excited. Some of you seem a bit relieved. Some of you seem scared. And some of you are a bit confused. So let's see if I can help. Firstly, what is a storyboard? A storyboard is a visual representation of the elements to be included in a story. They include pictures and dialogue, narrations, or an explanation of what's happening in the scene, and are often represented as a comic strip. Okay, so storyboards are a plan or a blueprint of the story told scene by scene in chronological order. That means the order things happen. They can be viewed by multiple people, which allows for the brainstorming of ideas, and changes can be made easily. Storyboards are used to develop the story and therefore must convey the emotion and meaning of each scene. They are a valuable part of the storytelling process, allowing people to visualise the final product, identify problems, and they allow for adjustments or the addition of new ideas. Storyboards can be drawn by hand or created digitally, which we'll talk more about later. The most important characteristics for a successful storyboard artist is the ability to communicate the emotion and meaning of the scene, not their ability to draw. So hopefully now I've addressed your main concerns and you're feeling a bit more like this, excited, or at the very least like this, relieved. Now it's time to move on to the planning phase. Step 1, choosing the story. The choice is really up to you. You can use a scene from your favourite book or movie. You can write your own scene. You could use an advertisement or a film clip from your favourite song. It's your choice. The only thing I would say is find something that interests you. Okay, so step 2 is establishing a timeline. I want you to think about when and where your story takes place. Remember to use chronological order. That's the order things happen. And make a list of the main events and the order that you want them to appear on the screen. Step 3, identify the key scenes. Here you need to pick the scenes that show the development of the story or plot, so that the viewer understands the storyline or the gist of the story. It's important to remember to show changes in scenes, so that is if your story is moving from one place to another. Step 4 and the final step is write a description for each scene. Here we're outlining the most important elements of your scene, and some ideas of some things you might want to include is the setting or the background for the scene, any characters on screen and what they might be doing, and any props that might be required and what they're there for. Couple of tips before you start. Firstly, your presentation will be about 3 to 4 minutes. That's about the length of this presentation. So, number 1, it's important not to get bogged down in too much detail. A good storyboard will be easy to understand for the viewer. Number 2, a storyboard is a visual plan. It's designed to provide clarity and ensure everyone's on the same page. And my third and final tip is you are being assessed on your communication skills, not your art skills. Okay, so just one final point to add to that last tip. You will be presenting this in a digital format using an internet-based website called Storyboard That. So obviously the school's internet safety policy will be in play and you are all aware of the consequences for breaching that.
Created using Powtoon.